Hi, this is Russ Matthews from Real Dialogue. Welcome back for session 3 of God in Film. As a reminder, what we're going to be doing is kind of connecting the world of film and also the world of the Bible. Be able to look at how we be able to bring these two together. We'll see some key video clips from a film this week and also be able to kind of look at some key questions and kind of open up some big ideas that come from these clips and then be able to connect the Bible to those. And in the process, hopefully you'll be able to have some fun. Hopefully this week you have your discussion guide with you. This one's for Captain America, the First Avenger. Hopefully you can enjoy these video clips and also be able to consider some of the bigger ideas that come along from this film. Now, just as a reminder where we traveled from in the second session and from Wally, is that this world is broken, and two, that all of us have sinned in some way in our lives. And yet we're all in need of someone to help us with that. Maybe an idea of a savior. So that's what we're going to be looking at this week in the considerations from Captain America, the First Avenger, and looking at maybe one of the bigger superheroes in this world. So after that first clip, my questions for you would be, what do we have a tendency to do when we kind of label people a certain way, or that they're supposed to look a certain way if they're going to do something in life? And two, is that when you think of the word hero, do you think of a certain thing? Do they have to wear a cape or have a letter on their front of their shirt? Or maybe could they be something more than that? Do they have to look a certain way? Or can they just be a certain person? What's interesting about this whole process is that the whole Captain America scenario or scene is actually called Reborn, which is an interesting thing that I learned as I was studying this film. But have you ever thought about for a moment, is there kind of something that can transform your life? Someone or something that actually can change who you are, maybe on the track you're on or where you've been. It's something to consider. Talk amongst your group, or maybe write down your answer on the discussion guide. Well, hopefully you've seen that film and this wasn't a spoiler for you. But it's interesting, isn't it, that Captain America chose to sacrifice himself for the good of others. Have you thought about that from the Bible standpoint? Why did Jesus have to die on the cross? And was he a willing participant in this whole scenario? Why did he do it? And did he have to? Well, there you go. Those are all of the clips that we're going to be looking at today. If you haven't seen the film, I definitely encourage you to do so. But some of the takeaways I would think you could have from your discussion, and you might even have more. One is that, God doesn't necessarily look at people based on their outward appearances. Two is that Jesus may not be Captain America in how he looked, even though we really don't know exactly how he looked, but we can know that he is the true hero. And finally, before we kind of move into the final session, have you ever thought that you need a savior? Have you ever thought that maybe you are the one that needs to be transformed? Well, I hope you've enjoyed this session. This is Russ Matthews from Real Dialogue. We'll see you for session 4. This is Russ Matthews from Real Dialogue, and we'll see you for session 4 soon.